It was a homecoming crush for opposition KMT presidential hopeful Ho Yo-i as he rallied the faithful in his hometown of Chiayi in southern Taiwan. Ho and the other opposition candidate, Ke Wen-je of the Taiwan People's Party, or TPP, are making separate last-minute pushes to defeat the more independence-minded ruling DPP and its candidate, Vice President Lai Ching-te. It's a three-horse race for Saturday's election after the two opposition camps failed to form an alliance, a fraught union that could end up splitting the opposition vote.
I feel like the biggest room for cooperation between KMT and TPP will be the number of seats in the legislature. Our goals are the same, to switch the party in power. The DPP government has not been doing well for the past few years. People are more fearful.
That fear she's referring to was amplified Tuesday afternoon when cell phones island-wide blared emergency alerts erroneously saying that a Chinese missile had flown over Taiwan and for citizens to be aware. The KMT was quick to latch on to the mistake.
When I first got the alert, I thought it was an earthquake. It turned out to be just a satellite. But the English in the message said it was a missile, so it made people panic. Even though the DPP came out and apologized, it never should have happened, especially now when the election is so intense. It made people feel threatened by China, as if they want to take over Taiwan. I feel like the DPP manufactured this fear.
These two KMT supporters felt the same way and see closer ties with China as a benefit, not a threat.
We need to keep good communication with the Chinese Communist Party so we won't have a war.
The two main opposition candidates agree that the DPP is putting Taiwan at risk and that they must diffuse tension across the Taiwan Strait. Now, on the other hand, they cannot show to the Taiwanese people ahead of this election that they're cozying up to Beijing too closely and that people could perceive that their efforts to get closer to China could put the long, hard-fought democracy and freedom here in Taiwan in jeopardy.
I think being closer with China for trade is not such a bad thing. But freedom of thought is what I want more. So I don't want to be closer with China.
It may be the very issue that decides the vote and sets the broader geopolitical tone in East Asia.
It's very, very important, this election, because it's life or death for the Republic of China. Because China is our roots. China and us are inseparable.